Hi guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. Today I will show you how to make this beautiful pillow, and this pillow is made with two different colors, as you can see, and we will be using jumbo chenille yarn. We will use one gray taupe and one pink color of jumbo chenille, BeCozi jumbo chenille. Jumbo chenille is about 1.5 inches thick. It's very thick and fluffy. It's very soft. So we will be using again one skein of gray taupe and one pink, and we will be making this beautiful pillow in two colors, gray taupe and pink. The pillow will be hand crocheted. I will show you how to do it. It's extremely soft and nice. It will be your softest pillow you ever had. And if you want to insert some filling inside, it's fine. Otherwise, you can have just yarn use because it's so soft and fluffy. We use this pillow insert inside. You can find this pillow on Amazon or in any craft stores. And this way the pillow will be pretty thick. You can keep it flat, you can keep it more in a round shape. It's up to you. It will be just one beautiful project to make this weekend. So if you're ready, let's get started. So guys, here we have our gray taupe jumbo chenille, and the same way as with chunky chenille, we will start by making a knot on the end like that. Make it tight, then cut the knot, the tail close to the knot, and that's what you will have on the end. So now we will start as usual. So this is the tail, this is working yarn, and we're making a loop like that. When you make a loop, insert your hand inside, grab working yarn and pull it out. This is your first stitch. You can make it bigger or smaller by pulling working yarn up and down. And now we will keep it about 2 inches big. Now insert your hand, grab working yarn and pull it through. This is your second stitch, so now you have 2 stitches made, a little chain. So what we will be doing now, you have 2 stitches, insert your right hand inside the second stitch, and now we will be making 6 stitches inside this first stitch. So you're keeping your hand on inside this stitch, insert your 2 fingers, grab working yarn, pull it out. You have now 2 stitches. Grab working yarn, pull it through this 2. This is your first crochet. It's a simple crochet stitch, and you're keeping your hand inside the stitch again, and you are inserting or using this hole, this first stitch, for your second single crochet. So keep your hand here, insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. Now you have 2 stitches. Grab working yarn and pull it out. So now you have 2 stitches. You keep your hand inside the last stitch, and we're going again in the same first stitch, grabbing working yarn, pull it out. You have 2 stitches. Grab working yarn, pull it through. We will be doing it 6 times until we have 6 stitches. So we're not counting this stitch, we're counting from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here is our number 6. So this is our first row. You can see this kind of beautiful flower. You can turn it on another side, and if you have a big hole in the middle, you can pull the tail and make the flower close in the middle like that. And we can now weave in this tail and hide it in between the stitches, because this way it will not be on our way when we will be crocheting the next row like that. So this is the back, this is our front. You have 6 stitches, and now we will put a marker. I'm using this pin from Joanne. So what we will be doing, we will put this marker on the last stitch over here. Okay, now we will be making the second row. For the second row, we will be using the same technique. You're keeping your hand inside, and you will be using the back side of the stitch, not this side, not underneath 2 pieces of stitch. We will be using the back side of the stitch. We are inserting our hand inside the back of the stitch, grab working yarn and pull it out, and we have 2 now. Now grab working yarn, pull it through. This is the simple crochet. What we're doing now, we're using the same stitch and we're making 1 more single crochet. So insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out, grab working yarn and pull it through 2. So what we're doing, we are making 2 single crochet in every stitch that we have here. So it's 6 stitches and 2 in each. You will have 12 when you return back to your marker. So insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out, go inside the same stitch, make single crochet. And now we are moving the marker from here to the last stitch on the second row. What we are doing now, the next row we will be, now we have 12 stitches, and next row we will be making 1 single crochet in 2 stitches and then 2 single crochet in the third one. So single crochet in 2 stitches, and then in this stitch it will be 2 single crochets. So, and keep doing the same way. Next 2 stitches it's single crochet, 1, 2 stitches, and the third you will make 2 single crochet in the same one. So what we are doing now, we're taking our marker and we're moving it to the last stitch. Now we are doing next row, and for the next row we will be making 3 single crochets in each of the 3 stitches, and in the fourth one 2 single crochet in 1. So 1, 2 and 3, and number 4 we are making 2 single crochet in 1. So the same way to the next. And we are out of the yarn. So if you're making a small pillow like this one, you will need only 1 skein. This pillow will not be too big, but it will be nice and cute and super soft. So now we will finish this by inserting the tail inside like that. And then you finding the next stitch and inserting your tail underneath this next stitch, and then you just hide the tail. Make sure you have a knot made on the end, like we always do with chunky chenille yarn to prevent unraveling, and cut the tail close to the knot, and then hide the knot in between the stitches like that. So this is the back, this is the front. We can now take off our marker. So this is, guys, the first part of our pillow, and now we will make the second one. Okay, guys, now we will be using one skein of pink jumbo chenille. The same way as we started the gray top, make a knot on the end, make sure it's tight enough, cut the tail, and now we will start our pink part of the pillow. So this is working yarn, this is tail. Place working yarn on the top, insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. This is your first stitch. Pull working yarn to make it about 2 inches. Now insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. Now you have 2 stitches. Keep your right hand inside the second stitch. And now the same way as with gray top, we will make this is number 1, 5 more stitches, single crochet stitches inside this one first stitch. Grab working yarn, pull it out. You have 2. Grab working yarn, pull it through 2. This is your second stitch. 4 more. Insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. Have 2. Grab working yarn, pull it out. Then we will need to have 6 total of the single crochets. So we're not counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 1 more. Okay, so we have 6. You can see a little bit of hole inside. Turn it on another side and pull gently this tail to close that hole in the middle. And at the same time, now you can weave in this end and hide it on the back, that it will not be on the way when we are working on our project, like that. Jumbo yarn, chenille yarn is very fluffy, so you will not see the end on the back. So now we have a little flower and the stitch coming out. So now keep your hand inside, and now we will be making 2 single crochet in 6 of these stitches. This way we will have 12 stitches when we are done. So I would recommend to put the marker. So we made 2 stitches. That was our first. This way you know where you started. So we're making 2 stitches, 2 single crochet in every of these 6 that we had on the first row. So when you are done with all 12 stitches, you will need, here, this is our second row, move your marker to the last stitch that you would know where you're starting. And now we will be making 1 single crochet in 2 next stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the third. So 1, 2, and 2 in a third. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 2 in the next one. Keep doing the same way through all stitches that you have. Our next row done. Now we will move our marker again, place it on your last stitch. The next row we will be making 3 single crochet in 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, and then the fourth one will have 2 single crochet in 1. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2 single crochet in 1. We didn't finish this row, but we're done with our skein. So to finish, you need, first of all, let's take it out and make a knot on the end. Make sure you have a knot, it prevents unraveling. Cut the knot close to the cut the tail close to the knot. Now you have the last stitch, insert the tail inside and gently pull it out. So you finished this part, and now you will need to weave in this end. Go underneath the next stitch and then underneath again, and this way you will hide it. The tail is on the back, you can hide it between stitches. Again, jumbo chenille is really fluffy, you will not see the end anywhere. So beautiful flower. This is our second part. Let's take off our marker. So now we have 2 parts, guys. We have pink and we have gray taupe. So now we will make a pillow by connecting these 2. So if you want to add some filling, you can put some filling inside this 2. If not, we will just connect it this way, because jumbo chenille is incredibly soft and fluffy. So as you see, this one are top part, they look like a rose. This one are back sides. So make sure that back goes to back like that. See, 2 backs, and they're going like that. This way you will have flower here and flower here. And now I will show you how to connect these 2 flowers. Okay guys, so now I will show you how to connect it, and we will be connecting with this side in. Okay, so I showed you that you will need to make sure that you connected it with the rose part out, but while you're connecting you actually need to keep rose sides inside like that. Okay, so back and back, and I will be using regular chunky chenille yarn to connect it, to save, because I have only 2 skeins that I used of jumbo chenille. So you can use any yarn of similar color that you have. Any thin yarn will work. If it's too thin, then connect it in 2 strings and use it for connecting. So see this, both sides, they have a chain around them. See, this chain has 2 pieces like any chain. So, and this one too. So make sure that make sure you will be using the inner part of the chain. So take the yarn and insert it underneath the chain. So this is the chain of pink and chain of gray. We're using these 2 parts of these 2 chains. See, we inserted the yarn. Now we will pull the yarn through all the lengths that I have and leave a little bit of the tail to finish it. Now find the next one. See the chain and a chain, and we're using these 2 parts, and pull the yarn that you're using to connect these 2 parts underneath. Here you go. Move the pillow, and again, see these chains, we will be using these 2 guys in the middle. So Okay guys, so we reached our beginning where we started. So now we will need to actually turn it inside out, because this is the back. If you want to use the back as a front, you can use it, but I would still turn it inside out, because the flower part looks much more beautiful. Okay, come on, here you go. So we are back to the beautiful part of the flower when you turn it inside out, and this is the pink part. So spread it nicely like that. So now this is your chance. If you want to fill out the pillow with some filling, you can do it. This is the pillow insert I will use. I bought it on Amazon. It's $8, free shipping. So we will insert this pillow inside. This way it will be really big and fluffy. And again, if you want to just use yarn, it will be also a nice pillow, because Jumbo chenille is fluffy enough. So now we have this hole that we need to close. So keep about 20 inches yarn, make a knot on the end to prevent unraveling if you're using chenille yarn, and the same on this side. So now use the chain, the inner part of the chain, and yarn goes underneath. Here you go. Now you have two pieces. Just we can probably, yeah, let's put it underneath one more time to connect it nicely. And now we will be just making simple knot, secure, and now these two pieces will just go inside, tuck them in like that. So this is, guys, your pillow on the side, and you can keep this pillow any shape you want. So if you want it in the shape more like a ball with the pillow inside, it will be more as a ball. If you want it more flat, just make it more flat like that. Look at this beautiful flower. This is one side, this is another side. This is our beautiful Jumbo chenille pillow in two colors. We hand crocheted it, and this is the softest pillow you have ever had, believe me. And Jumbo chenille is available only at BeCozi.net. It's a custom made yarn created for our store only, and you can find it at BeCozi.net in a chunky chenille section. We have 12 colors available, and a few colors, new colors are coming in March. So follow us, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, and stay warm and be cozy.